Yo.
Yo, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Side Jag. And tonight is going to be a side jag because, well, we really screwed it up and didn't have a show to watch. So this is going to kind of be like a best of what's been going on for the last 2 weeks. Mine will be short, but you said you've been watching some terrible stuff,
I've seen
which
things,
I can
terrible
expect.
things.
I did watch one terrible thing. But I'm Dean. You're Rob. Let's get going. So can we jump into food for a second?
Dude, food it up. I had Chick-fil-A tonight, so.
Okay, so and this is interesting. So we have this pizza place here in Florida where we live called Madison Avenue.
Yeah.
If you guys have Instagram, you can look this up. And they make, which we finally got to have last week before I left, a Chick-fil-A pizza. Okay, so they take the pizza.
Yeah.
It's got Chick-fil-A sauce that you can buy in the grocery store now, as we all know, thankfully, heaven. Waffle fries, Chick-fil-A nuggets, pickles, cheddar cheese, all baked in a giant, yummy-looking, and it's really, really good.
It actually sounds good. Like that. Now, if you picture it, it might not sound good, but I just know all those ingredients, and they sound good to me.
It was fabulous. Like I enjoyed it. I was like, we had it the Wednesday before I left, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. And I really felt bad because we still had like half a pizza left, and knowing that I was leaving home with a half a pizza in the refrigerator, it was kind of like this tear just kind of went down my cheek. You know, I was like,
pour one out for the homies.
So sad, so sad. But they do all kinds of unique pizzas like that. Like they do a crab rangoon pizza, which I haven't had yet, but apparently,
dude, I'm a crab rangoon fan.
I want to try it really bad because I feel like even if it sucks, I just want to try it. They do a pickle pizza, which is just like all pickle stuff. Welcome to the most serious movie and current show YouTube. It is. Share it with all your friends. By all means, all you guys have friends out there. Share this channel with your friends because if they are not entertained, man, go back to TikTok.
They're bad people.
Yes. Don't be friends with them anymore. But they do a Big Mac pizza also. Haley has had the Big Mac pizza. I don't. It's fabulous. Like she's just like, this is mine. I'm like, I believe they do like some kind of a shrimp Alfredo pizza. I mean, they just have fun with it, and it's only for 1 week, and you know. Yeah, it's really. I mean, the regular pizza is pretty good too, but the customs once a week things are just like
Like, and you gotta like it's like a weekly event. Like you gotta get it while it's hot.
Yeah. You only got the 1 week. Now the nice thing is if it's successful, it'll come back in rotation eventually.
Yeah.
So like the Chick-fil-A, we keep missing it, but I'd try it. I mean, right this week I think is pickle, so I'm not ready to do pickle, but I do like pickles. Like I could do it. But I'm the only one.
Is it like fried pickles or
no? It's regular pickles, just pickles.
Yeah,
regular pickles.
So I like pickles on a pizza, but like a cheeseburger pizza with pickles, like I like it like that. Like
this is straight pickle juice, cheese.
No, I can't do it. I mean, I do love pickles, but
this is pickle pizza, man. So I haven't tried it. I don't know, but yeah. So. And also on the Chick-fil-A note, which so this past week was interesting. Obviously we were out of town, traveled with, hung out with our good friends, Mr. Jeff Smith and Brian Mitchell. And Brian had never had, like, he didn't do a lot with Chick-fil-A.
Right.
And right out of Love Field in Dallas, there's a Chick-fil-A. And I was like, all right, guys, we need to stop and get food because we've been up since 5 and haven't eaten, and I'm hungry because I like breakfast, And so we got some, egg biscuits and shit. And he sees on the menu the lemonade thing that they do, the frozen lemonade, which is basically just lemonade and vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
And I've never had it because I'm not a lemonade guy. But both Fernando and Jeff were like, yeah, you got to try that. And he's like, I'm down. They were, it wasn't going to happen right now. But so Fernando and I go off that night to go to the speakers dinner because we were speaking, obviously, and at the dinner. And apparently Jeff and him went off and found a Chick-fil-A. And apparently these things are like crack. So he's like, dude, that was the best thing ever. I want another one. And Brian is like that. And so we go out to eat. I remember what one night, it might have been the next night. I don't know. Brian and I we were in his truck with the dogs, and we all met at this place, and we got done, and he goes, dude, Chick-fil-A is 20 minutes away, and they're open till 10 o'clock. We got time. And I'm like, all right, I gotta have one of these things because I've never had one.
Right.
God damn it, they are great.
Do they use that same? So they do what they call an ice cream cone. Like their ice cream is a little bit different, and it's very good.
Yes, and that's what they put in with lemonade.
Yeah.
But apparently the Chick-fil-A hack is you can get it with any drink. So you can get it with you can get it with Coke, you can get it with Sprite, you can get anything you want.
Ooh, that might be good with like Dr. Pepper.
Could be.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it.
No, you should try it. And then
I would. Yeah. No.
You'll do it.
I'll let someone else try it, and then they'll say it's good or not. And I know their shakes are wonderful. As a matter of fact,
the shakes are wonderful.
I had the chocolate shake tonight, and it was.
So you had a drink and a chocolate shake?
I had a drink and a chocolate
shake.
That
is big guy problems right there.
There you go. See? So see what I did? I didn't even drink the drink till we started the show. I just ate the chocolate shake with my meal.
Dude, oh my God. Dude, there's not a world that I could actually do that in. Like,
really?
Oh my God, no, dude. If eating my meal after having, like, if I have a meal and a shake,
no, I'll
be up tomorrow.
I have to eat the meal and then have the shake. And luckily they do their shakes.
And then
are pretty
drink all
small.
that juice. No.
Yeah.
That's I don't have the reserves for that.
I'm built for this shit, Dean.
I'm not. I am not built for this. I am not. I could not do it. I would try. Don't get me wrong. I would give it the old, but I would lose badly.
Dude, we hit a milestone.
Did we?
So I've wondered when this was going to happen. Just let me share it.
Yes.
I want everyone to enjoy this with me. Before I share it, let me preface this.
Please.
So I was originally going to our last week's show, and I wanted to see what we agreed to watch.
Okay.
Which was nothing. We didn't even talk about it because we were having a week off. And I happened to go through the comments, and I see something. So let me open this here. This is going to be wonderful.
We used to have a Fat Burger here. It was very good.
Fat Burger's great.
That was what turned me on to putting eggs on a burger.
All right. It finally happened, Dean. Mr. Vincent Meeks.
Are you kidding? It takes you over an hour to give a movie review?
Somebody finally, like, that is not in car audio, watched it.
Yeah. I mean, I knew. Yeah. I mean, it was going to happen at some point.
Right.
That is hilarious.
And then two of them.
Loved it. Thought it was so much fun. I loved the design of the Predator. And then, so you're seeing.
Well, this one below it. Yeah, this one.
This one? I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's hilarious, man. Someone that just typed up, they're like, oh, someone reviewed Prey, the movie. Let's go see what they said. And then they get us two chuckleheads. The thought of that just makes me happy.
It does, because I mean, the title of the show is Sidejag. I mean, clearly they're not versed in what Sidejag means, because it's like, listen, if you want to know about a movie, I've got the best YouTube channel ever for you, especially if it's sci-fi, which is New Rock Stars. Like,
oh yeah,
I get all my movie stuff from New Rock Stars. Those guys are like, it's embarrassing to this compared to that. These guys got like blue screens behind them, and they're all hyped, and they've done research, and they have that ain't this.
Right.
This is the minimum amount of stuff we can do to actually talk about a movie.
Yeah.
But anyways,
dude,
I will say this: in Dallas, I didn't have great barbecue. Like I've said, I've never had great barbecue, and I've been to the you got to go to Pecan or whatever.
It's
and
not
I've been there.
Texas barbecue's not all that.
So this place we went to, again, I don't remember the name because it wasn't memorable, but they had ribs, and the ribs were really good. Like
Pork
they were
ribs or beef ribs?
they
No,
were pork
obviously
ribs.
pork ribs. Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
they
eat
were
beef
pork
ribs.
ribs, and they were
Yeah.
really good. They also had really good macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is getting better. This is good. Everyone was all cheesed up about the banana pudding.
It wasn't
Wasn't
that
that good. Wasn't that good. The best part of the
Dude.
whole night was the guys from we went out with the guys from Titan.
Yeah.
We drove over. And so the guys from Titan rented a Bentley to drive around Dallas. And they're like, Dean, come with
Yeah.
us. And I was like, okay. And Fernando went off on his own. And the
Right.
four of us get into this Bentley. And I'm like, dude, you guys rented a Bentley? Like, and he's like, well, no, we actually rented this really expensive Mercedes Benz, but somebody wrecked it yesterday, so this was the second car. And I was like, oh, so we're slumming it in the Bentley tonight?
Yeah.
What the hell? So yeah, that was
funny.
a lot of fun. We had a good time with those guys. And if you're in Tennessee and you need audio or a car, do you need anything done in your car? Titan. Titan Motors. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got to, I guess, Tennessee Titans. So it's on.
Yeah, I don't know, but they just their place is gigantic. They do so much work. It's not even funny.
Well, if next time you're in Dallas,
yes,
mention to these guys Celebration. It is like a home cooking place. The best fried chicken you'll ever have in your life.
We went to this place. It was called like Meads or something like that, and it was home style. It was home style, so it was. They showed up at your table and they put down green beans, a salad, mashed potatoes, white gravy, so good, and these biscuits that were like crack and room temperature butter.
That's a pro move. Room temperature butter.
Room temperature with honey already on the table. 2 different types of honey.
I love this place already.
Oh, dude. And then all you had to do is order your meat, which was fried chicken, pulled chicken, barbecue chicken, chicken tenders, chicken fried chicken, or catfish.
I mean, it fits. Yeah, catfish.
I don't know. I had it all.
When you're country like us around here, like that fits into the mix.
And it was awesome. It was awesome. I don't know. We got done with that, and Brian was like, "Let's go get a Chick-fil-A thing." I'm like, "You got room?" I mean, I'm not gonna kick it out of bed, but I mean, wow, really?
He reserved. He's reserved a small spot. Yeah,
like he was already over there, had it all queued up and ready to go. Man, I was like, "Wow, dude, you're hooked on that." But it was like heaven for me because it was the one restaurant I could go to where it was like, "What do you guys serve? Chicken and chicken." Ha! Screw all you meat eaters, or you steak eaters.
Would you like chicken or would you like chicken, sir? Would you like your chicken? It's like the Bubba Gump thing.
Yeah,
fried chicken, boiled chicken.
Yeah. So, I didn't like the catfish. I thought it was kind of mushy. But I know it was just kind of like, oh, bummer. But the chicken tenders were fabulous. Like, oh my god, the chicken fried chicken wasn't that good. The regular chicken was good. That was good. But the mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh my god, dude! It was like, can just give me a, So.
Dude, like catfish, I prefer a farm raised catfish because it's got a flaky texture. Because with like wild,
and that might have been it. I've never had catfish, so it could. I mean, don't get me wrong, it didn't taste bad. It's just the texture was kind of like.
Texture's a big deal for me. Like if the texture's not right, it feels gross. It feels gross.
But I will say this: it didn't matter. I ate the shit out of it because I was starving.
Right. And then you had lemonade shake to top it off.
Yeah.
Dude. So while I was in there, guess what else I found?
What's that?
Our most viewed video is the Sue special episode. Risky Business.
Really?
Risky Business, yep.
Wow.
Sue made it big time. And then probably one of the worst movies we watched, Spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie
only beat by I don't know, it's close. Like that one and the 6 Underground, very close.
Spawn just sucked. I mean, it was
Spawn was horrible, dude.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was so bad. It was so bad. But hey, all right. Well, let's get to the terrible, man. Let's get to the terrible. I watched one thing that you had watched, so that's like 5 minutes. But I want to hear the terrible.
The terrible. You know what? I kind of lied about that. Nothing was horrible that I watched.
It was all
But
horrible. Don't
but
lie.
but I figured you watched something maybe bad.
Oh, I did.
I had
I
to
did.
clickbait them. Yeah, start me with the bad.
All right. So here's what I tried to watch. Let me get over here to this because
Scott says he loves Spawn. Fight him.
nope. You can have it, man. You can have it. It's
That's
all
all
you.
you. It's all you.
You can have the whole movie. Put it in a bow. Take it with you on a trip. Put it in your backpack. I'll send you my VHS copy of it. Because it sucked. So I'm not a big fan of like dubbed movies because they usually do a real shitty job. So we have confirmed that Scott has bad taste.
roast.
We need
Scott.
confirmation on that. So to me, dub movies are terrible. They're okay, like with headphones, like from a phone, because it's a dub. It's like you don't need. I don't have spatial surround on my headphones, so snack talk.
Okay. I thought it wrote smack talk.
Snaps, it works too.
Whoops. Yeah.
So there's this TV show out of Russia or Poland or something like that called Cleo. And I was kind of KLEO, and I was kind of like, oh, it's 8 episodes. Seems like it's going to be good. It's right up in the genre that I like of like, Superwoman gonna kick everybody's butt, badass assassin type thing.
Yeah.
And I'm one episode into it, and I am just like, kill me now. Cleo, please put me out of my misery on this fucking plane because it was so bad. But the one nice thing was it was so bad, I was able to fall asleep.
There you go. So it worked out then.
It worked out. It worked out good. And then the other thing I watched, which you had watched and recommended, was Trainwreck, the documentary of Woodstock '99.
Right.
Can we just look at the fact that like there are some really stupid people on the face of this earth?
Yeah.
I mean, like severely stupid people. Like
the people at the show were stupid. The people putting on the show were
people
stupid.
at the show were just victims of their own, of
right.
They were victims of these idiots.
Right.
But like you just like this is like a bowling alley.
Yeah.
And you get the ball and you slip as you're rolling it. And it goes. It's like, oh shit. It's it looks, and then all of a sudden it like hits the grease and it takes a left. And you're like, oh shit. Oh, and it goes into the gutter.
Yeah.
And then it bounces out of the gutter and you're like, ah, yeah. But then it goes into the other gutter and you're like, what?
Well, then you had the people that you're paying to help you grab the ball and throw it in the other gutter.
Well, no, I was going to say, then it just bounces out of that gutter, goes into the other lane, and knocks somebody out. It comes all the way back, hits them in the head.
Yeah.
You could not ask for a more dumb group of people to put on a show. Like, I felt really bad because at the end, they tell you the guy died like 3 months later.
Right,
I was like, oh, that sucks so bad. But let's be honest, man. The world he lived in was not the world he was living in.
Oh, he was in Fantasyland. Like,
hey, it was only just a couple bad people. Dude, we saw the footage.
Yeah.
There wasn't a couple bad people. There was 10,000 people there raging like lunatics.
Yeah.
That is not a couple bad people. Like, holy shit.
Dude, and it was like, well, and they did want to blame it. They wanted to blame it on Limp Bizkit. They wanted to blame it on Korn. And it's like, yo, like,
no.
So none of this was your guys' fault then. The overpriced the $16 bottle of water in 1999. It's like,
dude, I gotta be honest with you. The ending to that, you couldn't have asked for a better real ending. Just burn it all to the ground.
Burn it all to the ground.
Yeah, the world was burning all around his blind. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, what? Like it was a really.
I thought it was great.
It was like a not even a challenging watch, but it's like, damn, it's a dumpster fire. You see it from the moment it starts.
Right.
They set it up nicely, like it's gonna be.
I was gonna say they served it up so nice. I mean, it's like I'm sure there was some positive there that they were
Yeah.
neglecting to show, because it's like, listen, only got 3 episodes. We got like 3 hours to tell this story. So let's move it along and just tell the parts that are like good,
Right. Yeah.
because like, the Cheryl Crow part was like,
Like,
okay, this is the start of it. Let's show me
Yeah.
your titties. And the only reason why they put that in was because in the end, when they were, when they talk about the people that were raped,
Oh yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like,
that's where
so,
it's like, dude, it's so dark. And you knew stuff was like that.
oh
was
yeah, I
gonna
mean,
happen.
dude, yeah, come on,
Yeah.
But I love the scene where they're talking with the guys, like, all right, we need everyone to come out here and help us pass out candles, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
no,
No shit.
no, we don't, no candles.
Right.
I don't think the fire marshal approves that, and they're like, shut up, and it's like, wow, okay, all of this shit is going down, like,
Yeah.
all of this shit is going down. They're literally trying to tear down the sound booth, and it's
Yeah.
like, what would make this better? We did a candlelight vigil with these lunatics. No, all that's doing is giving them matches to burn this shit
And
down.
after you've confiscated all the stuff that they could light on fire in the first place for this very
you
reason.
hand them out to them in the end. Well, hey, it made cleanup easier. They just burned all the shit.
Right. It looked
I
like
mean,
a war zone, like when they go back through it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
It was
And
a
like,
legit war
I
zone.
love the fact that the fire department says, "No, we ain't coming out. Screw you guys. You're on your own,
Yeah,
bro."
their own fire department.
Yeah,
They
yeah. Call the state
Yeah, who would
police.
do that? Like, yeah, it's dumb as hell. It was dumb.
Peace Patrol.
Yeah.
Freaking like, and I like the one guy at the beginning, the one young guy at the beginning, who was like looking at the lineup and says, "Do any of you guys know the type of music that these people sing?"
Yeah.
Shut up. It's like you couldn't hand these guys like, hey, listen, you guys might want to rethink this a little bit. Shut up. Okay. It's like they were intentionally screwing themselves.
Yeah.
And then the one guy in the office building, the second promoter dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, somebody just needs to shoot him. Don't. I'm not. No,
Yeah.
please, God, don't. But okay, what I mean by
With the
shoot,
BB
maybe
gun.
slap
With
him
the BB
across
gun,
the face a little bit, like just or like with a water pistol, and be like, "Hey, wake up, asshole!" Because like listening to him talk about the girls that were raped was so bad. Like you should have probably had a lawyer, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna need one. Like you're gonna need one. Because that, and I don't know, just disappear for a while. Because anyone that watches this is going to see you on the street and be like, oh, you're that insensitive prick that decided to burn the world down. Oh, good. And it was her fault, right? Yeah. Welcome to the Me Too movement. Ha ha. Down with you.
Dude, like, it took me back in time that, like, because you forget how big, like, Korn and Limp Bizkit were. Because now they're little more than an afterthought on anybody's mind.
Yeah.
But like
Limp Bizkit's totally like.
Yeah, they're done. Nobody's talking about
it. Did you do it all for the Nookie?
Right.
The Nookie?
But hey, 1999 though, like I remember
dude, I got the album.
Yeah, I was 18 years old, and it was like this.
I was older.
Like everybody was listening.
I got all those CDs, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that was the shit. I mean, but it was just funny to watch because it was like, what were they thinking? I mean, you get
money.
Yeah, dude, man, bad move, bro. Bad move. I mean, it's like not really the peace and love show you were hoping for. I mean, you could have got Simon and Garfunkel. They were still touring.
Yeah,
they probably were good.
They had the who sang Willie Nelson. What they'd have him sing?
Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner. That's right. Yeah.
They had James Brown come out first. These people know who James Brown is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, you got Korn, Limp Bizkit, James Brown, Willie Nelson.
Dude, we were playing. Did I tell you we were playing this stupid card game with some of Haley's friends and whatnot the other night?
Yeah.
And it was some. I don't remember what it's called, but you had to like arrange shit, and then you'd give them a clue, 1-word clue, and they'd have to figure out what the clues were. And I think it was like sight.
Yeah.
Okay. And I go, Ray. And they're like, how did you get that? I go, Ray Charles. He's blind. Sight. And the guy's like, who's Ray Charles?
Oh damn. Yeah.
I'm like, it's like, whoa, seriously? Like, you don't know who Ray Charles is? I mean, fuck, you should. Jamie Foxx just did a movie like 10 years ago that was like one of the best Jamie Foxx movies ever.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that? Like, let alone any song by Ray Charles? And I'm like, and I go, have you seen the Blues Brothers? I know you're gonna say no, but his girlfriend had. He's like, oh, I don't know. I said, remember the scene where they're all dancing in the street for some random reason?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that song, that was Ray Charles. He was actually in the movie singing. Oh, really?
Dude,
I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Is there I remember a scene from the Blues Brothers where they can only see the aliens when they put their glasses on and they're shooting them.
That's not the Blues Brothers.
What is that? What is that movie?
That was with Rowdy Piper.
Right.
That was an alien. That was the Blues Brothers is with Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
And John
Well, I'm
Belushi.
thinking of that, but
no, the alien movie you're talking about had Rowdy Piper in it.
The one that says obey.
Yes. So
but I'm thinking of a different one though. I'm thinking of a different one.
You're killing me here.
Yeah.
The other one was good. Like that was like the only Rowdy Piper movie.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucked because they live. They're live.
Yeah.
They live. Okay, they live.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a good movie. Like he did well in that movie. And it was like, dude, give him some more shit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if they could work and get John Cena to do what he's doing now, they could have made Rowdy Piper a way, because there was definitely more to work with there than there was with John Cena.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know, but I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was, there again, it probably doesn't hold up right now. I'd probably watch it and be like, this was so stupid.
What? Hey, John Cena's like, he's Ernest went to camp. He does look like Ernest.
Oh, yeah.
You know, talking about like Ernest. Yeah.
Hey, Vern.
But what was your bad? What did you watch terrible?
So that obviously that was that stupid Russian thing. They live.
Right.
And then I did watch a documentary, like right when I got on the plane. And hold on, because I have to look up what it was, because I unfortunately deleted it off my phone. Because I'd already watched it. It was like I need the room.
Right. Like I can't let this.
Gordon Lightfoot. Do you know who Gordon Lightfoot is?
No.
Probably don't, but you do. So he's a Canadian artist. He sings The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Okay. Look it up later. You'll be like, oh yeah, I know that song. But he's like one of the most famous Canadian artists of all time. And shut up at Fred Durst's house. It was good sci-fi. Anyways, it was just a story of this guy's life, and he was still alive when they filmed it. And you know, those are always it's folk music, but they were all crossover folk music. Like they made it into mainstream 70s and 80s radio play,
right?
And so it was one of those things where it was like I've always been curious, like, what is the story with this guy, because it sounds nothing like anything you've ever heard.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, I didn't realize it was folk music because I don't listen to folk music, but it was on the radio. So, and everyone just kind of listened to it. And like, yeah. So, and it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know.
Not good enough to keep on the phone, but
yeah, it's funny that everyone looks at me like, who's that guy? It's like, yeah, don't worry, man. Just some white guy shit that I watched on the flight. Yeah. Because I showed it to Jeff. Jeff's like, I don't know who that is. I said, you will. He's Canadian. Yeah, it's old. You know, Sarah McLachlan was in it because she's the other Canadian that people know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, too. Yeah, If You Can Read My Mind is the name of the show. If you can, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it's Cornholio.
Yeah, he needs TP for his butthole.
Right.
So I watched that first, and then we landed, and you know, and then I know what I watched.
What?
Did you watch She-Hulk?
I have not watched She-Hulk yet.
Damn it, we can't talk about that then. All right, lay on me what you watched.
All right, so let me start with my not great movies, but I wasn't mad at them. So Netflix movies, will start off with Day Shift. Jamie Foxx.
Okay, watch Day Shift.
Did you watch Day Shift?
I watched Day Shift.
All right, what'd you think about it?
What?
What'd you think?
Okay, best scene in the movie hands down, best scene in the
Yeah.
movie was Snoop Dogg driving into the mall,
He's a
hopping out
gangster.
2 feet down in his cowboy boots,
Yeah.
pulling out Jesse Ventura's minigun, and just being like, "Die, motherfuckers!"
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
just going, "Yeah, yeah, kill him."
Yeah. I mean,
Other than that,
yeah, it wasn't great, but it's like I'm not like super mad that I watched it.
no,
It had
dude,
a
I
it had
thought
a
it
good
was,
soundtrack too.
yeah, and it was stupidly funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was my kind of stupidly funny, not your kind of stupidly
Yeah.
funny. Like those, no. It was pointless. It was a pointless movie.
But yeah.
You know, we got to see Snoop Dogg do some acting. Not really.
Right, yeah.
I think he was about as like he's a shitty actor. Let's just
He
call
is.
it.
He's
It's like,
Snoop
hey,
Dogg,
Snoop,
man.
stand here, say some shit, get
Yeah.
off the set.
Do your Snoop thing, bro. Like, dude.
Yeah. The best part is at the end of the movie when Snoop Dogg comes crawling out of the manhole.
Right, yeah.
And
he's
you're like, oh, of course he can't die. He's fucking
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg,
he's
bro.
Snoop Dogg, bro. He's not gonna
Yeah.
die. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did like the buddy. Like he got turned into a vampire.
yeah, that sucked,
and-
but it was still
yeah.
good.
And
Yeah.
he's like,
No.
oh yeah, well, he don't know what the hell to do, but yeah.
Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it.
This
I
is
think
the
you watched
other not so great movie I watched.
Me Time.
Me Time.
Oh, that's Kevin Hart.
The Kevin Hart where he's like a family dad and they leave him. This
Oh,
one
yeah.
was not as enjoyable as the day shift one.
Listen,
it's
I
just another Kevin Hart movie, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what to say
couldn't
about
get
it.
the man from whatever where it was him and Woody Harrelson. I got like 10 minutes into that.
That is another The Man from Toronto. That's another not so great movie I watched.
Yeah, no, I got 10 minutes into that and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to go do anything but this.
Right. Yeah. So I finished watching it. It was like adds somewhat of a story. It's like, okay, I didn't have nothing to do. Cassie wants to hang out. Like, let's watch this dumb Netflix movie. So we watched
I would
it.
rather talk. I
But-
feel like I would rather just talk.
Oh no,
Can we
with
just
no
sit and
talking.
talk?
Talking cannot happen.
To me, that would be way more exciting than watching
Yeah,
that movie.
definitely.
I'd be like, I'm down for just talking. Just please turn this movie off.
So I watched the show. I Killed My
Yep.
Dad. The little.
Oh,
Did you watch that?
the girls watched that, so I was aware of most of it while
Like
it was
what was
happening.
going on?
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good, man. I was like, damn, like shit's getting
Yeah.
like you start off and you're like, oh, dude, this kid, like, what the hell's he doing? And then each episode they take you deeper and deeper, and they're like, what the
Oh.
hell's going on here?
Yes. Yeah. If you guys haven't watched that, it's a great documentary. I Killed My Dad. And he killed his dad. He
Yeah.
straight up killed his dad. And it's not that he got away with it. It's just like
And I
holy
almost
crap.
don't want to give it away. Like if you haven't
No.
seen it,
It is.
there's
it
twists.
is.
There's
It's
twists.
what? Oh, dude, twist. Dude, this
There's
thing is
a
like
bunch of them.
Dude, this thing is like a freaking
Yeah.
twisted churro. I mean, it's just like, I mean, yeah. Oh my god, it was like whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sucked because I'm sitting here editing and I'm like, what's going on now?
Yeah. It's like what they did
Dude,
what?
that's nuts.
Like what the? Yeah. Yeah. There's so many
Let's watch
twists.
something else. This is way too good.
I'm not
What's
gonna
up,
get anything
bro?
done here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was terrible. Stop. But no, that one was good. I enjoyed that one. So I'm glad you liked that one. Too.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
one was good.
Dumpster Fire was good, and I Killed My Dad was good. Like,
Yeah.
and you know, the cool thing I liked about I Killed My Dad is that it's real. Like,
Yeah.
this is shit that happens daily to some people, and
You almost couldn't make this shit up. It's
No.
like, yeah, it's like who would have thought the way everything went, like, did it happen like this? And then the characters that are like outside characters, like the mom. I don't even have to
Yeah.
say what the mom, but like the mom situation.
oh, dude,
is-
the original mom, like they didn't even
Right.
have to put her on the screen, and I knew what
Yeah.
she looked like before she went. I go, I know
Exactly.
what she looks like. I know. They're just describing. I'm like, I
Yeah.
know what she's gonna. She comes on. She's like, we looked for him, and Haley's going,
Yeah.
How did you
Yes,
not
exactly.
find your son? Like, they didn't even change their name.
I know.
And the reality is she didn't want to find him because he was
I
sick.
said that, dude. I said the same exact thing. I was like, they moved, didn't change the damn name, and you couldn't find the kid.
Well, then, but then you're looking at it and you're going, well, yeah, because that would have taken like $100.
Yeah.
She didn't have it. She didn't have
Yeah,
$100,
it was.
man.
Oh man,
I mean, it was just everything that could go wrong in this kid's life
went wrong.
Yeah, you got to watch it. I mean, it's just wow. Okay, so there's two really good,
Yeah, I have another one. So I know you kind of like 30 for 30s.
Yes.
So this is a different series called Untold. I watched 2 of them. One was the rise and fall of And One, the basketball clothing or shoe brand. You know what I'm talking about.
What
They
is
had
it
they had the shirts And One. So they had the
Okay.
shirts that would have all the trash talking back in the 90s. And
Okay.
they started like the underground basketball league. And they like legitimately put up a fight against Nike in shoe sales and clothing sales at that
Really?
time. So it's like the rise and fall of that. Super
What's it
good,
called?
interesting. Untold, the rise and fall of And One.
So is that on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
All right,
And
magical Netflix. Now that you've heard him say it, just automatically
pop it up. Well,
pop that up.
there's another Untold, and it's called Malice in the Palace. And it is the fight between dude, why am I blanking? The Detroit Pistons. No. Man, I can't think of the damn teams. But anyways, 2 basketball teams ended up in a huge brawl. And
Really?
so it's the brawl happened. Everyone knows about the brawl. They kind of show you what's going on in the brawl right up front. And as they do that, they take you back. Like, how did we get here? And they show you what happened up to this brawl, the places that went up to it, and then the brawl. And then they unfold the brawl. You get to see everything that happened, stuff that never got put on TV before.
Wow.
And then they go back and talk to the guys that were involved in it, and they kind of break it down. So that one is also very good.
When you watch shit like that, you should just automatically send me the links.
I know I need to. Yeah, definitely.
Because that would just make my life so much easier. I mean, what the hell, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch Lord of the Rings? Fro's asking.
I want to. Is it supposed to be good? I want to hear what people are saying.
All right, so on the plane while I was watching Gordon Lightfoot and Fernando was watching Night Shift, Jeff was watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it was good because he was giddy the whole flight. Like,
well, that's a good sign.
I'm just like, okay. He's like, yeah, man, I'm waiting for this. I was like, yeah. So I was
I have to check it out. And so before we get to this, like, this is my favorite thing of the 2 weeks that I've watched.
Okay. Is what, House of Dragons? Or no?
Yeah, House of the Dragon. The prequel.
What did I say? Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. Screw Lord of the Rings. He was watching House of this.
Oh, okay.
Because there's that Lord of the Rings thing coming too. I meant
Rings of Power.
This thing.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I'm saving that because I want to talk about one more thing
That's what Jeff was watching on the plane, by the way. He was watching that show.
Yeah, House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. Okay, so what else you got?
This one is Running with the Devil, the untold story of John McAfee. So you know who John McAfee is, right?
No. I mean, I probably do, but
McAfee Antivirus.
Okay, yeah.
That guy that started that company worked for NASA. He was suspected in a murder in the Bahamas or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Dude instantly goes on the run, and he literally runs for almost 15 years from this murder. Well, a camera crew and reporters had followed him for like the first year of this escape. And then they met back up with him at different times through this run and through the legal battles and stuff. The dude is an absolute maniac. I knew this going in, but I didn't understand like what all he did and all this stuff. And Cassie was not interested in this at all.
Okay.
We started it up and she was like, dude, she was in because this dude is an absolute maniacal. He is something. He's something that believes. Yes.
Okay, so is this on Netflix?
This is also on Netflix.
All right. And this sounds like something I can get Haley to watch.
Running with the Devil.
Running with the Devil. I thought you were going to tell me it was a a Van Halen documentary.
Yeah, right. That's what you think. Oh, it says it's Running with the Devil: The Wild World of John McAfee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely it's got the twist.
Oh
It's
yeah. Oh, you know what? I did see this.
you did see it?
I no, I didn't watch it. I mean, I saw
Yeah,
I saw the preview for it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is, because it's got him
Dude,
like sitting in the computer throne.
it is insane. The guy is insane. The show is insane.
Is he
Like,
dead? He was murdered, someone says.
right. So it's like a the guy that didn't hang himself situation.
Oh yeah.
And he like that's what it kind of ends on. So it's like it's definitely it's a ride, man. It's a ride.
Okay, I'll add that to the list then.
Yeah.
Did you watch Thor Ragnarok, or not Ragnarok, the newest one, Love and Thunder?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, I haven't watched it. That's my plans for this weekend, is to watch that.
Well, let's review it then. Because I'll watch it. Yeah, we'll review that.
Because Fernando's like, dude, I got it on my phone. I'm gonna watch it on the plane. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. That movie needs to be watched big and loud.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't even want to say nothing about it because I don't want to taint your opinion.
No,
yeah.
No.
But
I mean, I watched She-Hulk on the plane. Only because I knew most of what was going to happen, and they crammed a whole bunch of shit.
Should I watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's pretty good. But it was amazing how much they got into that first show that I feel they haven't been able to do in some of these other ones. It was like they really like, and you're like, oh, well, that's cool. But yeah, it was good. I haven't
House
watched
of the Dragon. Have you watched?
All right, let's talk about House of the Dragon.
Dude, I was so let's just start with this. The way
Okay.
Game of Thrones ended, I hated it.
Yeah, who didn't?
And I didn't realize
I've
it at
actually
the
talked
time.
to somebody that didn't mind it.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, no, I thought it was good. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? Like,
I did at the time. Like, if you asked me right when it happened, the time after I was just like on a high. Like, this is it. This is the final season. But upon reflection, I'm like, dude, this whole last season sucked. Like, the White Walker battle was summed up in one episode, the very first episode. And it's like, yeah, I hated that. So I come into House of the Dragon super apprehensive. I'm like, yeah, I'm giving it a shot because it's got a pedigree. And let me tell you, man, the show's dope. 2 episodes in, like, they are hitting on everything that I want to see in Game of Thrones. Like they know, they got the message from that last season. Like,
they fucked that up so bad.
Yeah, and I think there's new showrunners.
Oh yeah. There's got to be. I mean, I liked, so in the last season, everything up to Arya Stark coming and killing the White King or the Ice King or whatever the hell it was. I thought that was all good.
Yeah.
Like it went where it needed to go. Like the battle was good. All this is, it's like we led up to that. Yeah. And I always tell people, look, if you're going to watch the show, do yourself a favor. Once she kills him, you're going to be like, fuck yeah. Yeah, she's so badass. Stop watching the show for a month.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the last 3 episodes a month later. I said, you'll be way happier you did it that way. And I know you're going to want to watch them, but trust me when I say, wait a month, wait a couple weeks. Just get down from that. Get down from that. Okay? Because we got to wrap up everything else that was actually more important than the White Walker fight in 3 episodes. It's like...
Yeah. And we end with Bran as king. The biggest red herring in the history of red herrings.
Yeah.
Who only served a purpose to tell us that Jon Snow's real name is Aegon Targaryen. That's literally the only thing he done in the whole show.
And no, he Hodor.
Yeah, well, Hodor was there. That was dude.
But that's where it came from.
I know, but that still pisses me off. Like the Bran thing, he should have died when Jaime pushed him out that window. Would have made my life better.
Yeah.
But that aside, House of the Dragon, super dope. You start off with it's another Daenerys type character, a young woman who is.
I was gonna say they don't really need to rewrite the story. I mean,
right.
moving the
and
pieces around a little bit.
she's a teenager in this. Her father is the Targaryen king, King Aerys. They have it's like 170 years before Game of Thrones,
Right.
but they're like technology has not advanced. Like
No.
they're doing the same shit. Like nothing's
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
The one thing that has changed is they got dragons. Everyone knows the damn dragons, and they're out. Like they're out in force, and they're unique dragons. There's like a gold dragon, a red dragon, and the Targaryens are not maybe what you think they are, especially with this king. And it's like so you're learning the story about like how he's going. The new throne, super dope. You know, they said it's like 1,000 swords. Um, it's like on the regular one, it's even the Irish guy says he's like I've counted them. It's not even 200 in the current one. This one's legit like a bunch of swords
Well, they
everywhere.
had to scale it back over the years, once the dragons started to die out.
Right. And I think that's where this story's going. But there is there's some good night battles, and everything's just bigger. Like everything's a little bit bigger.
If you remember from the original one, they were talking about how the dragons just kept getting smaller and smaller, and the last dragon that was alive was about the size of a dog.
Right.
And it was like, and that was it. And it was like, okay, for whatever reason. And I'm sure the purpose of this is to explain why the dragons went away.
Right. And in this one, you're still like the Targaryens are, which I didn't really understand this in Game of Thrones. They are part of Valyria. So the Valyrians are not Targaryens specifically, but they were the most advanced, the most technologically advanced society, and they were 1,000 years ahead of anybody else. They died off. That's where they got the grayscale. So when they went and the one night got the grayscale, that's where they were in old Valyria, and that's kind of where the Targaryens come from, and that's kind of where like the Valyrian had the magic, the Valyrian steel. I'm sure it's going to get deeper into that, but they kind of that lore is sprinkling through, and you see the tie between Targaryens and old Valyria and actual Valyrians.
Yeah,
so
that was Dragon Scale was interesting. How like the one guy was like, "I can cure you."
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna peel off all your flesh.
Yeah.
I'll pass. Okay, do it. It's gonna be very painful.
Yeah.
That guy, he was in the one Moonfall that I was talking about. That that one week. Sam or whatever the frig his name is.
Oh, Samwell Tarly.
Yeah. He was the guy in Moonfall that was nerdy and like, the moon. It's there's people inside of it. Like, okay. I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, so I have a list plentiful, but my plan is to watch Thor. So the girls are going away, and I'm like,
Thor time.
Thor time. Turn on the subwoofers, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yeah. Is that available for rent now?
No, it's on Disney Plus.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus. See,
yeah, straight up free.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's included in the price of Disney Plus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Anyways, so all right, so we got that there. Other than that, I've been watching trailers trying to find like what's coming. Dude, there's nothing.
There's nothing in the movie theaters either. I was wanting to just go to the movie theater last week. And I was like, there's nothing.
Yeah, Moonfall was cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was stupid, but it was still good.
Have you watched Elvis?
No.
It comes out.
I heard
tomorrow.
That was good.
It's great.
Yeah.
I think if you like Elvis, you're gonna like it. If you like the kind of the rise of Elvis and hearing his story in the fall,
I feel it'll be just like all these other rock up, like reenactments. Like I mean, the problem is they came out with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
And they set the bar so high.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they did the Elton John.
The Elton John one sucked, dude.
Oh, it was terrible, but they had to do something different. They couldn't do the same movie. Like, honestly, I thought if they would have done the same movie, it probably would have been better. just tell it like a normal movie instead of this whole little show tunes thing going
Dude,
on.
you're gonna like if Bohemian Rhapsody, Elvis is in that pantheon. It's not an Elton John pantheon.
Yeah, no, that was horrible. That
Yeah,
was
it's
so bad.
the
I
Elton
mean,
John one
well,
was
Straight Outta Compton was like, dude, this is a badass movie. This is
right.
this is
Yeah,
a good rockumentary that is like, yeah, I can get into this.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, Elton John just was like, why?
And it
Come
sucked
on.
because and they didn't use the real Elton John voice of the song.
No, they let that guy sing.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, like, come on. Like, I actually like Elton John. Like, I had high hopes for that movie.
I did too. I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I think they hit all the buttons that we were looking for, but it was like
It's just no. It was so
the
yeah,
delivery was kind of like, you could have done better, guys.
that was
This
a
is pretty freaking
disappointment
lame.
for sure.
But oh well. Hey, what can you do? Any exotic foods you've had in the last couple weeks? Anything to write home about? Just like grill time. Do you grill in the summer?
I can't grill. I've grilled some, yeah, but not a whole lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I made some really good fajitas. Like Kyle wanted to come over to watch. Arkansas was playing in the tournament overseas, and so he wanted to come over and watch it. I made some pretty fire fajitas.
very nice.
So
No.
that's about the extent of it.
So I had we went out to eat one night, and I was at the head of the table by accident.
Yeah,
It was like John Myers was sitting here, Sandy, Joe, Kyle,
Yeah.
the head installer guy, and John Myers is just telling like bad dad jokes throughout the whole meal. And I'm like, please stop. These are so bad. And he knows they're bad.
Dude,
He
he's got
knows
some
they're
good.
bad.
He's got some good bad dad jokes. Yeah,
He's got some so
Yeah.
bad dad jokes. You're just like, oh my
Yeah.
God, please stop telling these. Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. But all right, guys. So the homework assignment is Thor, and of course, maybe one of these other documentaries I'll try to dig into. That's all we got, man. That's all we got.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a lot of fun, as always. We got a. I don't have to go anywhere until the end of the month, so we got a good solid. Yeah, and it might
we
even
got
be
time.
back. I don't even know if I'll even miss anything because
I'm not going. I'll miss one at the end of the month.
okay.
Like around because I'm probably going to DB Drag Finals.
Oh, very nice. We're going to Arizona, so we leave like the 30th and get back on the 5th or something like that.
Yeah,
It's really really weird.
but that's not the Master Tech, is it?
No. This is an assignment we're doing for Orca.
Oh,
so
okay.
not the Whale, the company that does Focal and Moscone Clay and all that. So, but it is at Mobile Solutions, so it'll be fun. Nice. And then SEMA. Yes, can't wait.
SEMA. Yeah.
So Zima, the beer. Hey, listen, guys, thank you so much for playing along with us. As I said, you guys have a great night as always. Go watch some movies, have some popcorn, eat some Chick-fil-A pizza, and have a great night.